What's going on, fight fans? I'm going to get right into it. Uh, Andrzej Fonfara against Adonis Superman Stevenson. If you saw me, what I said on Twitter, I called it right from the jump. I said I expected Stevenson to win by a brutal left hand knockout, and that's exactly what happened. Real quick, let me touch on the undercard real quick. Pretty decent fight between Alvarez and John Pascal. The fight actually went a little different than I thought. I thought that Alvarez would win. I thought he would actually stop Pascal late. I was expecting the eighth and ninth round, Pascal would take a knee or somebody would throw in the towel and the fight would be over. But Pascal actually showed that he had a little fight left in him, and I was pretty impressed with how he fought and the heart that he showed. It was, in my opinion, a good scrap. But that's pretty much all I have for that. Now I'm going to jump back to the main event and talk about Superman. This fight did play out exactly how I thought. I didn't pick a round, but I thought within 4 rounds he would get Fonfara out of there. Once he caught him on the top of the head in the first round with that left hand, the fight was pretty much over, to be honest. Fonfara did not appear to me like he wanted any more after that. And as you all know, the fight was stopped by Virgil Hunter in the second. Why? Because there was no reason to continue on. I mean, he was just going to get hurt. Now Adonis Stevenson is definitely all left hand. I already knew this, and he proved it in this fight at the end of the first round. If you were counting, when he had Fonfara hurt in the corner, he threw 7 or 8 left hands. And I mean, he didn't throw one right hand. He didn't throw one right hook to the body. He didn't throw a right hand up top to maybe make him move his guard a little bit. It was just left hand, left hand, left hand, left hand, left hand. And that could be a good or a bad thing. It could be bad because there are some fighters who could negate your strength would, in his case, would be his left hand. But it's also a good thing from him because, boy, that left hand is something magical. He has, I think, outside of the heavyweights, this is the hardest hitting guy in the sport of boxing. It kind of reminds me of Vic Darchinyan. They used to say that Vic Darchinyan was only left-handed, but boy, when he landed that left hand, he put dudes out, and it was no different here. I have no problem with the stoppage. Fonfara was just going to get hurt, and he had no chance of winning that fight. So Adonis Stevenson wins the fight in pretty much ease. He took no damage. Now let's talk about what I didn't like about the fight. At the end of the fight, Jim Gray gave Adonis the chance to say who he would like to fight. And I'm going to be very honest, I was very, very disappointed that he didn't name anybody. He went with the old, oh, well, I'll fight anybody. That's not what we want to hear. We want to hear particular people you want to fight. And what I wanted to hear was, I'm going to fight Eldior Alvarez because he just beat Pascal. B, I want the Andre Ward Sergey Kovalev winner, or C, I would take a fight right here in Montreal against Arthur Beterbiev, which would be a nice fight, I think, in Canada. They both fight out of the same area, and Beterbiev to me is ready. I know he only has a handful of fights, but the guy's amateur career is long standing, and he's ready for a fight like that. That's what I was hoping Adonis would have done. He would have gave us what we wanted. He would have said that he wanted one of those 3 fights, but he didn't. He just said, "Hey, I'll fight who's ever in front of me." So real quick, let's look at it like this: the Andre Ward Sergey Kovalev winner may be tough because Adonis doesn't fight on HBO anymore, and both of those guys are HBO fighters. Of course, the Alvarez fight shouldn't be hard to make because he fought right there on Showtime. And of course, the Beterbiev fight shouldn't be hard because they are both Al Heyman guys. So that should be a fight that should be pretty easy to make. That was it, fight fans. I want to keep this one short. Yeah, I watched the fights. It was nothing overly impressive. Played out exactly how I thought. Only thing I would throw in is after you check out this video, do me a favor and click on that Errol Spence, Kell Brook post fight analysis. I actually did that video last week right after the fight, but my computer had to do all kind of updates and it just kept crashing and crashing on my YouTube page. But I finally got it up, finally got it together. So if you get a chance, check that out. All right, fight fans, that's all I have on this one. Catch y'all later.